Alright everyone, welcome back to Let's Play IL-2 Sturmovik 1946. My name is Matthew, if you don't mind. And, I did that in the wrong order, didn't I? That was dead weird. But anyway, I did a cock-up after my recording, because I wanted to turn down the radio and music volume, so just to help me out, I believe, so you could hear me better, because sometimes I tend to, like, sort of mumble if I'm talking too relaxed. And I didn't apply the last mission. And obviously that means I lost my progress and had to do this mission again. So yes, I did that off screen of course, and this is the new debrief. I believe I got the same kills as last time. I took down 3 bombers instead rather than just 2 and then a biplane. But I stuck around, we killed most of the planes. So we lost 2 less planes and the enemy lost 1 less plane. But we got the same amount of kills. Hesselbach did get 5 kills again, but we lost him this time round, that's a shame. We also lost Major Linger. We lost another lieutenant. So, yes, terrible loss. Just going to turn up a tad. Alright then, so now I can apply this mission, not cock up like last time, and then we can get on to the actual mission for this episode 5. Right. Oh, made a fair bit of progress here. So we've been awarded the Iron Cross First Class, and we've been promoted to Lieutenant. Yeah, well there we go. It's now November 4th. We've got our 2nd medal. We're doing tremendously well. It's probably because we've become an ace now. We've taken Feodosia. So yeah, we've separated the Kerch Peninsula from the rest of the Crimea. I believe did we make some progress up here as well? Took some here, definitely. So yeah, so whilst we're sieging Sevastopol in this area where most of the resistance is, we're aiming to try and cut off their reinforcements coming in from Kerch and also from the Taman Peninsula, so Rostov up in the northeast, and Novorossiysk to the sort of southeast. But right, so for this mission, has anyone got a map of the Balaclava sector? You'll need it in this mission is we're attacking the Russian port, so I imagine that might be gun placements, vehicles. Don't think we'll be attacking ships, got no bombs. So yes, we'll just be probably a ground attack mission, or we'll be helping out some bombers who will be attacking the ground, and then we'll be trying to get air superiority. But yeah, our first direct attack on Sevastopol, I believe. We'll also be flying over Sevastopol on our way, which seems like a bad idea. We might end up hitting some flak. So yeah, it looks like we'll be doing a little patrol to get everybody up, because I believe we may have some Romanians or Hungarians or Slovakians joining us, and maybe some Italians as well. So yeah, here's my updated list. So we took out those in the previous episode, and then I took out these off screen to make up for losing that other episode. But anyway, enough rambling, let's get into this mission. Alright then, welcome back. So yeah, the reason why I've broken away from my squadron here is because the first couple of times when I was letting the autopilot take me towards the target, because of all that flak, the player kept getting shot down. So oh dear, we're already getting hit already by some flak. So I've given it Sevastopol a wide berth and come at it at a different angle, to avoiding most of that flak, you see. So we've made it to the waypoint, so we're attacking the port, so we're going to get those guns. I don't like attacking AA guns. Oh, we're attacking ships and all. Oh god. Oh, in a nice big dive here. I'm going to try and quickly get out of the way before they hit me again. Oh my god. I don't know how we're supposed to take out those ships. I've only got cannons. Then you just see me just try to take them out. It's not very effective. So how are they just going to fly over them and do nothing? What are they? Are they actually doing anything? What is oh, we've got no fighters. Oh. So am I the only one actually doing the mission? They don't seem to be doing anything. We've got some fighters on the way, so I will climb back up to safer altitude to try and avoid most of their guns. What was that? So, not really sure what the point of this mission was. We can't destroy the ships. Let's have a look at them. Yeah, we can't destroy ships with cannons unless we have like really massive cannons, but we don't. We only have like 20mm. That's not enough to take down a ship. So yes, I'll rejoin with my squadron then. I'm not sure whether it was just a reconnaissance as well, just to get an idea of what's at the port. I anticipate that we'll be sending in troops to capture Balaclava to further isolate Sevastopol. So yes, am I going too slow? Right. So yeah, we'll go. I'll rejoin you. Well, you'll rejoin me when anything happens, or we just ignore everything and get back to base. Alright then, so yeah, sorry, nothing interesting happened really. I cut it off, and my squadron went after an airfield where a couple of planes were landing, and of course that meant 3 of them got shot down. I believe some of them got shot down by the flak over Sevastopol, and you know, I did something. I strafed a ship and probably one of the piers, yeah, the docks, but we weren't equipped to take on the port. There's very heavy firepower. So you see here from my route, I followed the autopilot to an extent, and then I steered away from the airfield here, the flak all around Sevastopol. There's another airfield there, one over here maybe, and then the port itself, which is heavily armed. So I gave it a wide berth, did some turns to slow myself down as I came in for a dive. Did a pass, as you saw. Didn't take any fire this episode, I don't believe, which is a relief. So yeah, not a particularly successful mission. We lost 3 planes. And this isn't my fault, but nevertheless, we are an effective combat pilot, and our results demonstrated. We lost 3 planes in this mission. We are damaging our aircraft faster than we can repair them. Well, that's not my fault. Perhaps they should send us on missions that were designed to do. This was a mission for This is a mission for Heinkels attacking ground targets or whatever. I suppose the Stuka, whilst being a dive bomber, is also used as Germany's ground attack aircraft equivalent of the IL-2 Sturmovik. But anyway, let's apply this, move on with the campaign. Let's see what happens. Oh, so we've got some new people joining the squadron, some promotions as well. We have cleared enemy troops from Yalta. That's another major town in the Crimea. So yeah, gradually cutting off Sevastopol. So yeah, we've taken Yalta, a significant place later in the war where the Allies met to discuss the plans for Germany. Right, so what are we doing here? Right, so it's on the 5th of November. Got a 6-flight squadron. No more air kills. Our bombers will attack Soviet units near Balaclava. We are attacking bridges in the area today. Protect the bombers. So here we go. Something we're designed to do. We're escorting some bombers. They're probably going to be level bombers because it's attacking a bridge. Although there might be Stukas. But yeah. Okay, this one should be a bit more interesting. So yeah, let's not dawdle, shall we? Alright, now I'm back. For some reason the autopilot sent us dawdling over this airfield, but our Heinkels are now at our target. Hopefully you can hear me over the radios. Right. Let's just check who our bombers are. They're Stukas. So here we go. Lots of dive bombers. Plenty of them getting through. They should be able to hit the target. Really apologise for all the radios. Where are all the fighters? Are they down low? Because it's a nighttime mission, I doubt YouTube's going to let you see what's going on. They tend to shit on dark videos. I can frankly see some shadow there. I doubt you'll be able to see. You should hopefully be able to see the markers. I'm slightly half yelling into the microphone right now. Hopefully you can hear me. Right. Have I slowed down too much? Yeah. Alright. So it looks like my squadron is taking out the majority of the fighters. There's a parachute. Is that a parachute or was that a smoke? There's smoke, that is. Wait, what's that? 5. Wait, is that all of them? Oh. I don't know what's going on there then. The blinking autopilots sent us chasing after some fighters that were landing at the airfield. Then set me flipping weaving all around here. Then I had to manually fly myself back to the mission area. So, no kills for me today. Somebody seems to have crashed. So, what was the target anyway? Was it some gun placements? I don't know. Looks like it's been destroyed. So, yep. I'll see what the autopilot's going to do now. It's going to take me back to the flight leader. Yes, it will. So, again, not a very interesting mission. It means I can squeeze another one in. Oh, looky you guys. Uh-oh. Our bombers are in a spot of trouble over there, flying over that airfield. But our mission is done for today. I believe there's another squad of fighters. I believe we have an escort of our own, and then the bombers said to be on their own and got a small escort with them. So it looks like they're landing. So they're not going to bother with them. Hey, so our bombers have achieved whatever target it was. So now, it's I believe this is an evening mission, if not very early morning. That's why I've got my nav lights on and you can see the stars. Alright, so I'm going to try and nick the landing spot, but you won't have to see that anymore because my landing's typically normal. So yeah, you'll rejoin me in the debriefing. Okay, here we go. So yeah, no kills for us this time. Simply just doing escort duty for the Stuckers, and also my AI character, as you see here. Vikin sent us and the squadron all the way over here, and suddenly it was going over here for some reason. So then I took over, took us back. So yeah, we destroyed the target. I believe there were some gun placements, but the Stuckers were going to destroy a bridge. So obviously that is cutting off at least some of the reinforcements from Balaclava to Yalta. It's a road bridge, no railway bridge. At least I don't think the railway. Yeah, the railways are the black lines here. So, cut off road reinforcements to this part. So we're probably going to be we're going to be swooping in the ground forces. They're going to be swooping in from Yalta to Balaclava. I believe Balaclava does get taken over, or it may be sort of the edge of the front line, but generally we'll be taking over. We'll be completely surrounding Sevastopol, basically. There will be no sort of outlets for the rest of the peninsula. So yeah, bridges don't show up as targets on the map, because they're technically not enemy or friendly, they're just objects. So yeah, it's only if you destroy them that they show up. But anyway, there's a nice thingy. Unfortunately, 2 planes got shot down. They might have been Stuckers or something. Oh no, they were Emils. So yes, there were some fighter bombers. I believe they were escorting the Stuckers. So I think that's what happened to the Emil variant at this point in the war. Obviously, they're not the newest Emil variants. I believe that's the E7. Although there might be more, because you can get those in the other German fighter campaign. So yeah, they were escorting the Stuckers. I believe we were also we were a high altitude escort. Some of our planes, I believe, may have shot down. No, in fact, none of our planes did. It was all the Emils that shot down the fighters. So yeah, so nothing for us in particular. We only have 9 combat ready planes. So, is that our planes? Yeah, I think that means our planes. So yes, supplies are a bit dwindly at the moment. I imagine that most of the supplies are going to Leningrad and the centre, Army Group Centre, because obviously we're taking an awful lot of losses there in comparison to over here in the Ukraine. So yes, anyway, let's apply this. So I'll be able to do another mission. Now that I've decided not to include takeoffs you know, doing the usual swoop to see who's on the runway with me, what our escort is or whatever. And also, I'm considering getting rid of the landings. I mean, obviously, I'll cut back to see if I've crash landed or not, just to show a bit of humour. But generally, I do my landings okay. So yeah, I won't be showing those. So what's this one here? We've got a promotion. It's November 6th. We're doing it afternoon, slightly hazy weather. So right, pilots. Objective is located near Balaclava. We're attacking supply routes, so we're doing some more ground attack. Once again, not what we're designed for. I mean, the BF-109 can do it. It's a multi-role fighter because you have your fighters, which do a mix between air superiority and ground attack. You have attackers, which are dedicated ground attack aircraft, but pretty shit at everything else. You have interceptors, which tend to be high altitude, high speed, but lightly armoured, but tend to have quite powerful guns. They're specifically designed to take out fighters, like other interceptors, high altitude bombers, and general fighters, but they're not designed for ground attack. And then of course you have your different types of bombers. So yeah, we're doing stuff that's not really adapted for our role as the standard fighter aircraft. But nevertheless, they need all the help they can get, the good old ground forces. So yeah, let's not dawdle any longer. Not a very big flight group this time. No extra armament for us. So yeah, let's get into this mission, shall we? Right then, here we go. We're coming up now to the outside of Balaclava, going towards Sevastopol. Quite a big city, you see there to my lower right. Not really sure what our target is. I'm following my flight leader right into the flak. Really hope I don't get hit. Quite heavily fortified region. Oh no, somebody's gone down. Somebody's flight leader's gone down. It's not mine, I don't believe. No, he's alright. Well, what are we attacking then? We've reached the waypoint. So what are we attacking? I'm catching up to him because we're in a shallow dive. In fact, I might as well go towards idle. Not go completely idle just yet, because I'm still not quite sure what's going on. What is our target? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. I'd rather us not dawdle, because the lower we get, the easier it is. The lower and slower we get, the easier it is for their flak to hit us. We're flying over an aerodrome right now. Oh, there one. We took off with some BF-109Es behind us, which had been repurposed as fighter bombers. So I imagine they're doing most of the ground attack, and we're really protecting them. We're taking some fire. Right, where are the flak guns? There's a factory district. There was a ship down there providing being an AA battery. Oh god. Oh no! What's going on? Oh, I've lost my wing. Which one's bail out? Which one's bail out? I forgot the button. Sorry, I'm gonna have to pause to find out. Oh dear. So I found out the button. We did bail out, but it was very close to the ground. But unfortunately, it seems the explosion or me hitting that tree cut my chute, and then he broke his neck. So looks like we have to fly this one again. Bloody hell. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the radio to try and clear up. Right, so I'm going to do the wise thing and stay high above the flak. Hopefully they won't hit me as easily as last time. And hopefully, now that I remember which button is to bail out, I can bail out a lot earlier in case anything goes wrong again. But if anything does go wrong too many times, I'll just skip this mission. Because you don't want to keep seeing me reattempt it so many times. Alright, so fast. Go a bit quicker. There's the enemy aerodrome over there. making myself a bit of a target here. Where are the enemy planes? There are the enemy planes. Some I-16s. Oh, blood's going to my head. I really don't fancy my chances in going down and trying to attack their aircraft because of all that enemy flak. Oh dear, we're taking some nasty losses. You know, might consider me a coward, but at the end of the day, I'm no good dead to the Luftwaffe. Has that bridge been taken out? I don't know. I can't see. Is anybody shooting at me? No, doesn't look like it. So I'm flying over some flak right now. Hopefully they don't have particularly powerful ones. The target seems to be down there somewhere, but I think it's just a general. It's just a general directive. Got some Ju-88s here. I believe they started out life as a sort of medium bomber, although technically the Heinkel 111 is a medium bomber. But they're also night fighters, Ju-88s. They're a mixture of dive bombers, level bombers, and night fighters. Obviously, they're not particularly great in any of those roles in comparison to the Heinkel 111, the Stuka, and the Me-410. But they need everything they can get. They were okay in the Battle of Britain, I suppose, a couple of years before, a year before this. So I'm going to follow them out. So yeah, let's see what's going on. Frame rate's getting better and better. Obviously there's more objects being destroyed. There's no enemy air cover. So we have the air superiority, but there's an awful lot of flak. Have I got this on normal speed? Yes I have. Oh no, we've lost somebody. See, I'm far. Generally I think 2,500 meters and higher, which I believe is, well, 5,000 meters is definitely over 10,000 feet. So I'm definitely out of reasonable range for them to want to attack me. There's all the buildings popping in and out because of the not draw distance, just the general depth of field, I believe is what it's called, that I've got set. Not a particularly graphically demanding game, this, but if you have the DCG, the Dynamic Campaign Generator mod, it adds more objects in to make it seem a bit more realistic, but my computer tends to suffer with that and occasionally crashes. But I do strongly recommend the Dynamic Campaign Generator. I believe you can find variations on its own website or on the SES 1946 website. I'll have in the description. So yeah. Uh oh, they're targeting me now. So I'm gonna piss off, out of the way. Where's the flak coming from? There's some, I believe, some 109s, or maybe those are Ju-88s attacking. Is that a train that they're attacking there? Right. They're attacking a transport column here, and making myself a target here. They're attacking that air drone. I believe this is my flight, or some of these are my flight. Right. So sorry that I'm not engaging in combat, but I just don't want to risk getting shot down again and then have to keep constantly replaying this mission. Because, you know, this is a playthrough, not a. It's not necessarily an expert walkthrough. I'm not particularly an expert at this game. I mean, I'm obviously good enough to play it properly, and I'm interested in flight simulators. But we've lost another person. Oh no, he's going to go down into Sevastopol. So the Russians, if he survives the parachute, the Russians are going to have their way with him. Ugh. Got some objects in the distance there, some planes. We've got some. Are there any more fighter bombers left? So yeah, I'm acting like a spotter plane right now, just eyeing up the targets, seeing what's left and what's not. While my PS3 controller is behaving nice and well this episode. Alright. what else is going on? Hopefully you can pretty much see what's going on. YouTube does deteriorate the quality a tiny bit. We're losing planes more than we're compensating for what we're destroying. And we've lost another person as well. My reticle dimmer there. Nice feature to have, especially if it's early morning sortie and you've got sun in your eyes whilst chasing somebody. So what can I talk about whilst I'm not engaging in the combat and acting as a recon plane? Well, from what I know about Sevastopol, it held out for quite some time. It's, I believe, it held out well into 1942, as we'll find out later in this campaign. Not necessarily a spoiler alert, because everyone should know about the war. Oh, we've accomplished our mission. I'm not sure whether that's ours or another flight's mission, but just see here, that flight seems to be going home. We're getting higher and higher. We're at nearly 4,000 meters. That's really high, that is. Anyway, so yeah, the Sevastopol held out for a really, really long time. I believe, but it was September or something where we were on the we were at the end of September. We first got onto the Crimean Peninsula. So obviously, yeah, we'll just be constantly sieging Sevastopol, similar to the way we were sieging Leningrad. But we were doing that for quite some time into 1942. Of course, we'll be working to get rid of the Soviets off the rest of the peninsula over there, because they'll be in our flank for this siege. Not sure. We haven't seen the Black Sea Fleet yet. I believe they must be doing some engagement. They must be patrolling the Mediterranean, not the Mediterranean, the Black Sea, of course, and probably bombarding the coasts of Ukraine and what's its name, Romania. So yeah, they'll be holding out for quite some time in Sevastopol, but it will eventually fall. It should eventually fall. There's the major areas, port areas. Of course, this doesn't represent what it actually looks like. I believe that bridge may actually raise or fall to the sides to let the big container ships, tankers, and warships in. Right. Is anybody else? No. We better get out of here then. We better skedaddle. So yeah, they will hold out for quite some time because it's a major port, like it is in the present day. It's the Black Sea Fleet still is based at Sevastopol because the Russians, I believe, have to pay a fair sum to Ukraine to have access to that port for the Black Sea Fleet, because both Odessa and Sevastopol are both in Ukraine. Of course, at the time of this recording, there's some territorial disputes going on between Ukraine and Russia right now. I won't get into that. I don't want to stir any trouble in case anybody has any opinion on that. But yeah, basically, Russia still has access to Sevastopol for the Black Sea Fleet, like it does here in World War II. So yeah, looks like we've accomplished our mission. I've been rabbling on, flying around, not doing anything long enough. But bear in mind, we did get a fair amount of kills in the last couple of missions, so we won't be getting kills every time. And of course, we're not designed for ground attack. We're not a Sturmovik, we're not a Stuka, and we're not a repurposed Bf-109E, and we're not a Focke-Wulf either. They're not. I don't think they're around just yet. So yeah, we'll be back on our way. So you won't see me. What will the autopilot do? That take me? Yeah, the autopilot's going to take me back to my squadron leader here. Oh no, where's the rest of my flight? Have they all died? Oh dear. But anyway, you won't need to see all this now. I'll probably go back, try and land safely, and yeah, you'll see me for the debriefing. Alright, so here we go. Came back, landed safely. So yeah, sorry that I didn't particularly do anything in that mission. You know, I didn't kill anything, but yeah, well, at least you've got 3 missions in this video, so that's I suppose that's something. But yeah, I apologise. So yeah, unfortunately we lost 2 people. One person bailed out, this Oberleutnant. but he's been captured, most likely. Is that him? Oh no, that's not him, that's somebody else. So yeah, not every day brings glory, but we have fulfilled our duty. Yes, we have. So yeah, we're in a mission that's not designed for our role. We're fighter pilots, you see. We're not necessarily supposed to go and attack AA guns and all these doodahs, you know. We're supposed to be attacking fighters, but obviously we got the fighters out of the way. The enemy only had 4 planes up, I believe, and the rest just landed and were inactive. Probably destroyed them on the ground. Well, we lost 5 planes in this mission, and that includes 2 of our flights. I believe there was 4 of us, and half of us got shot down. E7Z. That must be some kind of other variant. So yeah, and of course we've lost a fair amount. So we lost a 110. We've lost our 2 chaps and another 110. Oh, so 109's actually survived. But anyway, we still got 6 kills and that 1 vehicle from the first mission or something. But yeah, we only have 8 combat-ready planes left. So yeah, be interesting to see whether this mission will affect our ground attacking the rear territory of the Russians here, because obviously we're planning on swooping round to cut off. Oh, did they take Yalta back? Oh, they did. I forgot about that. Seems they've took Yalta back, so they managed the counter-attack. So it looks like we'll be trying to take Yalta. We'll do a counter-attack to take Yalta and perhaps swoop in and get even closer to Sevastopol. But that's for the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, favourite or subscribe, any of all that. So I do appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.